Man, what's up? What's up? Y'all know I had to get on, talk about this fight. I know I don't come on this late, so I don't even know if they gonna send out my notification. But we on here. We on here. You know what I'm talking about? Phil J 508. What's happening with it? What's good with it? Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Man, that boy Bivol did his thing. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm talking about? Bivol did his thing. He did his thing. What's up with it, Phil J 508? Adonis K3. What's happening with it? Skinny 2 Liddy. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna give y'all the real. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna give it to y'all raw, cause hey, Mr. Reyes J2, what's happening with it, my dude? Charles Granger, what's happening with it? Yeah. Romick Marty, I sure did. But hey, what I tell y'all, I'm on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm real about mine. I'm on here. And I ain't no fanatic of now one of these motherfucking fighters. If I'm wrong, I'm the first one to jump on and tell everybody I was wrong. You feel me? I'm not finna run around and cap and talk about Canelo won and all of that shit because he didn't win the fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't win the fight. But Bivol put on a much greater performance than he put on a much better performance than I thought he would. And from looking at the fight, Bivol he could have did a lot more. I think that next time when they rematch and Bivol really lock in, yeah, he exposed a lot of shit in Canelo. Cassandra Mason, what's happening with it? What it do? What's happening? I sure wasn't expecting it, Cassandra. My man Dwayne Freeman in the building. What's happening with it, Dwayne? Yeah, he schooled Canelo. Justin 9, what's happening with it? Yeah, don't look like that Triple G shit out the window, man. That Triple G shit out the window. G313. It was all scripted. I mean, I've heard. I mean, that doesn't surprise me that you say that. I've heard worse. Andre Jefferson said, "Single destruction cherry pick season has ended." It's definitely wasn't no cherry pick. Motherfucking Bivol showed you that. I don't know what they thought, but I think Canelo thought what I thought. I didn't really think too much of Bivol. You feel me? Yoda Wise, what's happening with it? Yeah, I seen that Adonis K3 for a bit. You ain't finna get none of that shit from me. I'm gonna keep it raw. You feel me? Yeah, Assassin DLJ. Coach. Coach was the first one. Coach was calling me as soon as they before the scorecard came out. Y'all, you already know Coach was calling me. You know what I'm saying, making me eat my crow. Coach was on my helmet because me and Coach, we had a conversation. He was talking that shit. I was talking that shit earlier today, and I told Coach to keep the same energy. Don't make no excuses. And Coach told me, he said, "Nah, I'm gonna be calling you after the fight." I said, "Yeah, you gonna be calling me apologizing." And Coach called me. First thing I heard was, "Y'all niggas don't know shit about boxing. Y'all don't know shit about boxing." I had to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like a real man, I had to eat that. Cause Canelo got schooled. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't no 8-4, nothing. Cause if it was 8-4, it was 8-4 Bivol, but Canelo showed didn't win no 8 rounds. But I was wrong. A real man gonna stand up, you know what I'm saying, stand up on all, on all 10 and tell you, hey, man, I was wrong. But hey, shit, I done been wrong plenty of times. I done been right plenty of times. I ain't scared to come on here and admit it. But yeah, Canelo definitely lost that fight. We're not gonna beat around the bush. Canelo lost that fight. And I really feel that Dmitry Bivol exposed a lot of the flaws in Canelo that I didn't see no more. Yeah, yeah. See, Coach told y'all I got Benavidez over everybody. Um, so Canelo exposed a lot of the flaws in I mean, my bad. Dmitry Bivol, he exposed a lot of the flaws in Canelo Alvarez. You know, flaws that a lot of people in boxing had been saying that Canelo had for a long time. You know, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, his feet are too slow." Canelo, he gets tired. He tires out. And Bivol exposed all that. See, the thing is that I didn't believe it. I said people was just hating on Canelo. I'm gonna keep it 100. But watching this fight, I saw it all. And Bivol exposed all of that shit because when Canelo couldn't hurt Bivol, he was kind of lost. He was like a deer in headlights, and he kept doing the same shit over and over. You know what I'm saying? When he couldn't land cleanly on Bivol, he couldn't really, impose his will on Bivol because Bivol could take his punches, and Bivol was a lot bigger than him. And that shit played a key factor in this fight. Canelo's usually used to hitting guys to the body, hitting them in the head, and he's usually when he hits him, he hurt him. Shit, he hurt him. He couldn't hurt Bivol, and that made a whole world of difference in this fight. You feel me? He couldn't hurt Bivol, and when he couldn't hurt Bivol, it looked like Canelo didn't have no plan B. You feel me? He kept doing the same shit over and over. And one thing I noticed is Canelo didn't have no jab. He didn't really use no jab. He was just throwing a straight, and then he was coming up with the overhand, and that shit wasn't working. He was going to the body, but he wasn't even going to the body enough. Canelo was more so aiming for the arm of Bivol, and Bivol did say he hurt his arm. But see, the thing is that it wasn't enough. And Canelo was supposed to show that he had the ring IQ to make the adjustments, right? But he couldn't because his feet was too slow. And one thing that really surprised me is that Dmitry Bivol, his hands was faster than Canelo's. Like for real, for real. Like I never noticed that Dmitry Bivol had fast hands like that. His hands was faster than Canelo's. And that was another problem for Canelo. Canelo is usually able to stay in the pocket and he'll pick off your shots. And then once you slow down, he's able to counter you. He wasn't able to do that with Bivol because Bivol was throwing combinations. He was throwing 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. And Canelo was, yeah, he was making Bivol miss a lot of shots. But when he would make Bivol miss 4 shots, Bivol would come back with 2, 3 more. And he always kept Canelo, thinking he had made, and Canelo he didn't have no plan B. You feel me? He didn't have no plan B. Yeah, coach. There you go, coach. Coach says, I told y'all don't know shit about boxing. You were right, coach. I know a whole lot of shit about boxing, but that's what you wrong about. But you was right about this fight, and you've been right about a couple fights, coach. But so I'm gonna give you your flowers. I'm gonna give you your flowers. I don't have no problem with coming on here and telling everybody I was wrong. And like I said, he exposed a lot of holes in Canelo's game. That the slow feet, the no foot move, the lack of footwork that we saw early on in Canelo's career. The same thing that Blue Blood was telling y'all, that he ain't got better in certain areas. He's just fighting different opponents. All of that showed in this fight. And I'm not gonna shit on Canelo. You feel me? I'm gonna still give him his props for taking this fight. But I don't think that he felt that Bivol was as good as he is. You feel me? I mean, yeah, he could say in the media, "Oh, I respect him." I don't think he was ready for that shit. You feel me? I really don't think that Canelo was ready for what Bivol came with tonight. And for all them motherfuckers talking about, oh, Bivol, he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he coming in here for a payday. I said that was bullshit from the beginning, and y'all seen that was bullshit. man, these dudes ain't. I mean, some of these dudes like Kovalev, he was coming in for a payday, but you could tell Bivol's temperament that he wasn't coming in for a payday. He was coming in to win the fight, but I don't think that. I don't know if he was very confident that he could win the fight. But one thing I do know is that once he was in there with Canelo Alvarez for about 4 rounds, then his confidence kept growing and growing. And I can't remember what round it was, but one round could Bivol winked at his corner, like, yeah, I got him now. And I told my partner, I said, Bivol finna switch up the game plan on Canelo. He about to start moving and making Canelo come to him, and he gonna box Canelo. And he did some of everything. He boxed Canelo. He imposed his will on Canelo and made him and backed up Canelo. But I'm gonna give it to Canelo. He tried, but Canelo, he got tired. And that shit that was powerful in the beginning, as the rounds went on in the second half, Canelo was losing more power and more power. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna shit on Canelo just because he lost, because everybody know I said that I didn't think that Bivol had a chance of winning. But what I am gonna say is that if you go and look at Canelo's body, how his shit looked when he fought Kovalev and all the other times when he moved up, and look at Canelo's body now, his shit didn't look the same. You feel me? And that's one thing I noticed from when they weighed in. I noticed that shit from the rip. And then tonight his body didn't look the same. He wasn't cut up like a bag of dope like he usually be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and then he got tired. He got tired, and it didn't take. I'm gonna send you a link right now, coach. I got you, coach. Canelo got tired, you know, kind of early in that fight. You feel me? He didn't have that shit in the second half, and Canelo was front running. That's another thing I noticed is Canelo was really front running. He would come out for the first, maybe at the max minute, and he'll come out not even a minute. Now I ain't gonna give him that. He'll come out for like the first 35, 40 minutes. I mean 40 seconds, real strong, and then after that, he ain't had nothing left in the gas tank. You feel me? So all of the things that people were saying about Canelo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought they was just hating, and I felt like, and I still feel like a lot of them was just hating. But tonight, Bivol exposed a lot of that shit. He exposed it. We got to keep it 100. Whether you're a Canelo fan or not, you have to keep it 100. Um, Brando Bivens said, I heard Jessica say he Canelo was on a vegan. Yeah, I heard that, bro. But that shit, I don't want to hear none of that shit. He went in there, and the shit that he lacks in his game, it was exposed. Certain styles make fights, and Bivol, he did that. Let me send Coach the link real quick. Let me get Coach this link. Hold on. Oh shit. All right. I had to get Coach that link real quick. I know he want to get in here talking shit. And my man Anthony Johnson always coming through in the cash app, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And my man Expert Genius, he said gas tank mysteriously went away. He said gas tank mysteriously went away from plant fight. I'm just saying, like, I pull for Canelo. I'm a Canelo fan, and I keep it 100 when he on some bullshit, and I'm gonna keep it 100. He ain't his body didn't look the same in this fight, and his gas tank damn didn't look the same. His gas tank looked like it did back in the day. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I ain't gonna bullshit y'all. What's happening with it, coach?
I told I told y'all that boy feet good, man. And his hand and he smart, smart, smart. You know,
Yep.
I
Hey, coach, before you get started, coach. Hey, everybody in the building, hit the like button for me. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. We all in here. It's late. We all boxing fans. The least y'all can do is hit the like button. You feel me? You feel me? Now Zenith 360, me and you always argue, but I'm gonna keep it real. His body didn't look the same, and his gas tank didn't put out like it usually do. But go ahead, coach.
well, the thing is this: his gas tank ran out of gas was because the other fighters who he fought before Bivol, they were doing was kept running. Canelo would just walk to him and beat on him, right?
Right.
He'd
You're
be,
right.
and eventually they wasn't hitting him with some shit that's hot. Well, as you get hit, you lose energy from that also.
Mm-hmm.
And if a guy got you making you miss, because Bivol made him miss over and over and over again. Now he landed a few shots, but most of it was on the gloves. And once you saw that this guy is not breaking and his energy level is the same the whole fight because he's in great shape, he has a high boxing IQ, and he punches hard enough to affect you. You see, that's another thing. Those other guys wasn't committing to their shots, and he just kept touching them, kept touching them, kept touching them. Then he'll throw some hard shit. So it's gonna drain the energy out of you. Now, Canelo, my whole thing is this: those guys are too big, and to be honest with you, you know, he got exposed because we see how and the plan is you gotta fight him sometimes, you gotta counter him sometimes, and you gotta make him miss a lot of times. And that's how you beat him. And you when you want to press him, once he start missing and you hit him with some hard shit, because you saw it affected him, especially that left hook. The left hook caught him a few times and he backed up. And Bivol went to the body. Not enough for my liking because he was being too careful. But when he went downstairs, he backed Canelo up. When he threw the left hook, he backed Canelo up. And then he would let Canelo get off. It got to the point where Bivol was like, okay, he can't hurt me now. That's why he looked at his corner. He can't hurt me. I felt everything I need to feel. I'm the bigger fighter, and I'm gonna start pressing him. And so he would press him sometimes. He'll back up sometimes, make him miss or cover up. Canelo get off a few shots on his arms or whatever. Caught him with a few uppercuts, and he would just let him go ahead, get your little shit off. As soon as you trying to take a breath, that's when I'm gonna jump on your ass. And that's what he was doing. Soon as he was trying to get his win back, he jump on his ass and start beating on him. And Canelo, come on, get closer. Bivol smart, man. You know, that's why I made the point that I made. He fights, he keeps his distance, just like Shakur does. Now I'm not saying he's the same fighter as Shakur, but what I am saying is for a man that's fighting at 175, his boxing IQ is very high and he keeps distance until he feels like getting close to you or letting you get close to him. So it's not a hard. And now this is what I'm gonna say. We understand now why he won't get in that ring with David Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
We understand why what I've been saying for the last over 2 years. Because he get in the high guard with David, and as hard as David punches, he gonna stop Canelo. He gonna stop him. His volume is gonna stop Canelo. And that's the way I see it. He gonna stop. You get in the high guard,
Yeah.
he gonna beat on you. And that jab way harder than that tap shit Bivol was doing, and then throw a hard one. His shit is hard every time. And you think he got drained tonight. If he fight David Benavidez, he gonna get knocked the fuck out. I promise you.
I mean, it could possibly happen, but I think that David Benavidez and Bivol, they two different type of fighters. Bivol
Height,
definitely. Oh,
eyes.
hold on. Bivol definitely exposed a lot of the. Let me say he exposed a lot of things in Canelo's game, right? That Canelo lacked. Um, Bivol, the footwork. When Bivol moves his feet, and did certain things, Canelo didn't know what to do. He didn't have an answer. When Bivol made Canelo come to him and he was moving, then he'll, you know, pivot and then pop, 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 pop. Because see, the thing is, Bivol's hands was faster than Canelo's.
Right.
That's one thing. And I didn't know that. I'm gonna give it to you, Canelo. I'm gonna give it to you, Coach. I didn't realize. Excuse me. I didn't realize that Bivol had fast hands like that.
Yeah.
Canelo ain't used to that. Canelo's used to being able to, block your shit, parry your punches, weave your punches, and then come back with a fast combination. If you look at this whole fight, he didn't do that not one time with Bivol. He couldn't get off. He couldn't counterpunch Bivol like that. The only thing he was doing to Bivol is he would try to walk him down and wait for Bivol to stop punching, and then Canelo would, try to get off. But he couldn't fight Bivol like he usually do because when Canelo usually fight, when you throw some shit, Canelo coming back with 3 or 4, after he block your shit. He did not do that with Bivol.
Why? Why?
Um, why? Because Bivol, one reason is because Bivol, he couldn't hurt Bivol, right? Another reason is because Bivol's hands was faster than his, and so when Bivol would counter him, Bivol was getting off before he was.
That's not why.
That's one of the reasons why.
But
Bivol was countering him and getting off faster than Canelo was. His hands was way faster than Canelo.
that's not
And
one of
and he was able to stand in the pocket and block Canelo shit. Canelo couldn't penetrate his guard. Canelo couldn't penetrate Bivol's guard all night. He got through a couple times, but he couldn't land clean on Bivol.
this is why. Because of length, like I told y'all before the fight, because of length, because he keeps his distance. You can't reach him if you can't hit him if you can't counter if he gonna pop you. And then he did just the same shit Shakur did against Valdez. He will use that fucking jab to keep his distance when he wanted to. He only let Canelo get in close when he wanted to. Canelo couldn't dictate to him, and he would spin out. He'll let Canelo throw that hook, and he'll
Right.
block. So
Yeah.
you keep him there. He's not gonna stay there, and that's the thing. That jab in his face, and then when he countered the counter. A lot of times he countered the guy who likes to counter. He made that guy miss, and then Canelo liked to reset. Well, he wasn't giving him a chance to reset. He'll jump on his ass, and then Canelo got to try to move his head and was getting hit.
Right. But
So yeah,
coach, man, oh man, let me shout out my man. Let me shout out some of my people. Juwan Ramos, what's happening with it? Drew Titan in the building. I know Drew loving that shit. I know 817. I know that nigga loving that shit.
you know,
Man. B&B Boxing News, what's happening with it?
he,
Uh Chubby Leak, man. He said everybody talking about check on money, man. Money,
but
money, you know. I mean, Omega Red, what's happening with it? Skinny Too Litty, what's happening with it? What's good with it? I don't know what I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. I
yeah,
don't I don't got shit invested in these fighters to where I'm a huge fanatic to where I'm gonna keep it 100, man. You
well,
know that's all I could speak is on me. I was wrong. Coach was right. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't think that Bivol had a chance of beating Canelo. I really didn't. But he proved me wrong, and that's what boxing is all about. Boxing is all about the underdog coming in and proving everybody wrong. And Bivol definitely did that tonight. And like I said, he exposed a lot of shit in Canelo that for a long time fighters hadn't been able to expose. Certain fighters hadn't been able to expose. And
and
now we know what's gonna happen next. Now people gonna be like, okay, well now we know why he didn't fight Charlo, or why we know why he didn't fight Benavidez, and so on and so on. And that shit comes with the territory. You feel me? But one thing I do gotta say is, like I said, Coach, I don't like making no speculations or nothing. But one thing I gotta keep it real. Canelo's body did not look the same as it did last time when he moved up. Like he didn't, and that's one thing. And the reason I'm saying this shit is because that's one thing I really noticed. I said to myself, I said, Canelo body don't look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like you went last time when he moved up, that motherfucker was cut up like a bag of dope. This time, he kind of looked just like, he had no cuts in him like that. He wouldn't, I don't know. His abs wasn't popping like that. So
But
and that's that's another thing that's gonna come up. People go, and he got tired. Whatever the issue was, where he got tired. You know, people gonna have different theories, but that's gonna be one theory. His body didn't look the same, and he got tired a lot faster.
he got it with knocking everybody out.
Let
That
let me ask you, Coach. Maybe it's just me, but did you notice that his body didn't look the same, or is it just me?
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I think. I think that he knew that he couldn't come in as big as he wanted as before because he would have been even slower. I think he
Well, I'm saying like when I looked at it and I'm gonna pull it up right now on
I
my
know
other phone. When I looked at it,
it was
it's
way
just like it looked like that he wasn't as cut up and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? He looked like okay. So before when you and I hate to do this shit, but I gotta keep it.
it just cut off. What's going on? Hello?
Oh my bad, man. I was on mute the whole time. I'm tripping.
I got off. I thought something was going on.
Bro, I'm tripping, y'all. I'm on mute. I don't know how long my shit been on mute. But nah, what I was saying is that I hate saying this shit, but I gotta keep it 100. Like I said, he did his body, right? If you compare last time when he moved up and this time, his body did not look the same. Like before he was cut up like a bag of dough, and a lot of people were saying that he looked like that he was that shit that he was on some shit, right? Remember when he moved up, a lot of people were saying he looked like he was on some shit. This time, I'm looking at him and I'm like, okay, he moved up, but he looked natural. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't cut up like that. When you move up in that and weight like that, usually you lose a lot of your cut. Like you ain't as cut up. You more like, stocky, you more bulky, but you ain't as cut up. And so he looked like he was natural this time. Now, if you compare how he looked last time and how he looked this time, that shit looked totally different from what I remember in the ring. Now I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and I want to look at it myself. I just want to look at the weigh-ins. And he ain't look the same to
Well,
me.
this is what I'm gonna say. I think that uh, you know, I I know what you insinuating, and at this point, it really don't matter.
I'm not really trying to insinuate it. I'm just saying I noticed that. I noticed that when he walked in the ring, I'm like, damn, he don't really look the same. I noticed that in the weigh-in.
He would have got beat worse. And the reason I say he'd have got beat worse because he'd have got tired faster carrying that much weight. I think he knew he had to come in faster in this fight because Bivol hands are faster and Bivol got good. It's just he don't have it against a good fighter like that, a good boxer. I don't care if he came in bigger, he would have got his ass the same weight. And the
Now, I
reason,
mean, he came in the same weight. You feel me? But I'm saying
right,
the muscle mass and the tone
right,
didn't look the same. Like and like I said, as we speaking right now, I'm looking at it on my phone, right? So as we speak it, now I pull up the Bivol pictures, and now I'm gonna pull up the pictures with
Kovalev.
Kovalev.
He was big. Question about it against Kovalev. There's no question about it. His back was wider. He was bigger. There's no question.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna see.
I
I'm
saw
gonna
it. I saw it.
cause
I
like
re
I said,
like I rewatched the Kovalev fight yesterday, and I was like, man, this motherfucker was swole.
bro, it ain't even no. Yeah, I just pulled it up, right? It's not even no comparison. Like
He
this shit did like real talk. I'm looking at it right now, coach. It's not even a comparison. I'm doing this live on my phone, of course, so I can't even really show y'all, but I'm looking at it, right? And I didn't screenshot both of the pictures right now, and it ain't really no like he looked natural. And then the Kovalev shit, man, his shit was like ripped up, like he was still making like 154.
Yeah, his neck was bigger. His neck was bigger. His back was wider. A lot of shit was different. But
He looked natural this time, though.
I mean, you know, when you
Man, I wish I could. I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had a computer so I could show y'all this shit. Man, this shit don't even look the same. And
when
so, the reason I'm saying that shit is because I noticed that shit when he got in the ring tonight, Coach. I said, "Damn, his body ain't looking ripped up like he did last time when he moved up."
Rip, he just wasn't as big. He was bigger, bro. Like he was really bigger against Kovalev. And it's not. I mean, you know, you Vita testing now, so you can't do all of that. It is what it is. But the point
I
is,
mean, but people gonna say that, and now they got a valid point. If you look at the body structure and just, and then the fatigue that he got and all of that. But like I said, I'm not, I'm not finna accuse nobody of nothing. But I'm just saying that's one thing I noticed. I'm gonna leave it like that.
that's what you was right. I ain't no question. Like I said, I watched the Kovalev fight last night, and I said, man, this motherfucker was on swole. His back was wider. Everything was wider. But Kovalev didn't fight a fight like Bivol. Bivol is very, very, bro. That he had.
Oh well, yeah, we definitely all know that Kovalev was. I mean, I don't even want to talk about that fight, bro. He was pulling punches and shit, but I mean,
Bivol looked good, and he's smart, and you know that's why my whole thing was this: beating the Eddie Reynoso style is not that hard. It's the people he fighting, bro. I've been said this, and the reason I say that is because you got people that go up in there and they scared. Number one, big as Callum Smith was, as much as he knocked all these other European dudes out and all this shit, but when he got up in there with Canelo, he was overwhelmed. That Russian, that Genghis Khan brother was not scared. He
nah.
went up with a purpose. My I'm gonna prove it tonight, and he fought him. All these other dudes move around scared. Caleb Plant was fucking terrified.
That's why I try to tell. That's why I be telling people. Ah, man, Caleb Plant was winning the fight. Caleb Plant wouldn't win that fight. He was terrified after a while. He was like, damn. Caleb Plant. He realized at a certain point in that fight, he realized like, damn, the fighters that Al Heyman been putting me in with, I'm not prepared for this shit.
It,
And the whole fight changed when he realized, damn, I'm in this shit now, and I ain't got nowhere to go.
it's not even just that, bro. It's the fact that he fought scared. You can't if a fighter with Canelo's experience and sense, right? He's going to sense that you scared. And when he sense you scared, he gonna
Yeah,
he gonna just go all out on your ass. And
yeah.
the same thing happened with Abney Yildirim. That bitch might have threw 3 punches. Same thing happened with Callum Smith. He ain't threw 3 or 4 punches. Kovalev, you ain't never seen Kovalev throw no jabs and them pitter pat jabs. You ain't never seen
Mhm.
it ever. And then all of a sudden you get up in there and y'all all intimidated for some fucking reason. But
Right.
you
I
had a
mean,
so you're who's a fucking Russian, who's or who comes from a Genghis Khan lineage, he ain't letting you intimidate him, bro. And he's
You
gonna
did.
with his skills, and his skills were better than Canelo's.
Yeah. He showed that tonight. My man Zenith 360 say Canelo veins were glowing against Kovalev. I'm telling y'all, man, he ain't look the same.
And
His body didn't look the same. And it ain't like that he old or nothing like that. That it's like, oh well, he just older now. Nah, he shit didn't look the same.
no,
And we know Canelo don't never slack in training. That's one thing we do know. So, hey, people, that's something that's gonna be brought out. You
I,
know.
I can't wait to talk to BFTB too. I told him. I told his ass too. I told him.
Well,
Right?
didn't BFTV say that Canelo was going? I mean that Bivol was gonna throw the fight.
Yeah, he said he was gonna lie down. I told him not that.
Oh, okay.
Them
I
people,
mean, shit. He was wrong. I was wrong. I mean, shit.
boy, ain't built like that. You
You
just
know.
you see that
We have
motherfucker.
to-
What's his name? Khabib. Them people come from hard lives, bro. Them
Yeah.
people not like that, man. They gonna die on their shield, bro. That's how they are, and that's the
Uh,
real.
John Kramer say if anybody say Canelo got robbed, they don't know shit about boxing. Man, I mean,
My wife said,
in my boy Brandon House in the building. What's happening with it? What's good with it, Brandon? You know what I'm saying? Ran into my partner earlier today, man. But
"What?
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I ain't gonna say that they don't know shit about boxing. You just got some people that just, you know, they just don't want to admit when they wrong.
Can't face reality, bro."
They just don't want to admit. And I ain't one of them. I'm not finna come on here with that bullshit. Everybody know I was talking the most shit. I was saying that Canelo ain't got no motherfucking chance to beat Bivol, and I was talking that shit. But I'm on here right now, just like I said I was gonna be, cause I don't have no problem with admitting I'm wrong. A real one gonna admit when they wrong, and they gonna be able to,
When we talked behind the scenes before the fight, telling people what you was telling me. That ain't what?
Oh, I told you to keep. I told him already before you got on here tonight, Coach. I told him about the whole conversation we had, like
Yeah.
how I told you how I was talking that big shit, telling you to keep the same energy and all of that,
Man, look, my wife wouldn't let me grab my phone in the 12th round. She said, wait till he.
Hey, but come on, am I keeping the same energy, Coach? Did I?
That's because we don't have nothing invested in these dudes, bro.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, like I tell people. Yeah, I'm a Canelo. I'm a fan of Canelo inside the ring. I like a his certain skill set or whatever. But I ain't no motherfucking fanatic, and if he lose, he lose. I want to see the best fight the best,
That's it.
and whatever the outcome is, that's the outcome, my boy. You
And then
feel me?
and somebody I saw in the chat talk about David Benavidez fight a totally different style. He does, but he's even bigger. He's even taller than Bivol, and his hand fast, and he's even
Yeah. Yeah. I see where David Benavidez can give Canelo a lot of problem. But I'm gonna talk about that right now. But my man, let me read the super chat. My man Brandon House in the building. What's happening? He says Canelo reaching too far. Canelo ain't trying to lose in the dog fight. He rather lose pretty. He says Charlo Benavidez will make him lose the real way. Yeah, man. Benavidez, I know that. I mean, I don't know. I still, just because this is Bivol, I still not sold that Charlo can beat him. Right? Charlo got to show me that he got that dog in him. He got certain. Like I'm still not sold that Charlo can beat him.
I
But
believe
what I am sold on is that Bivol. I mean Benavidez. I give him a lot of problems because Benavidez he throw a lot of value. You know what I'm saying? He throw punches at a whole lot of different angles. Um, he pick off shots with he got a tight defense, so he pick off he do get hit, but he got that that pickable defense, like just like what you McCall was using tonight, just like Bivol was using tonight. He don't have no footwork like Bivol, right? But he got fast hands. He long,
Hard.
right? Um, you know what I'm saying, he got power. He don't have the best power, but he do have power to hurt you and make you respect him.
Right.
And the thing is that value. That value is going, cause Canelo a lot of problems at length. And then if Canelo can't push him back, if Benavidez is strong enough to, like, when they in the pocket and Canelo can't push him back, he gonna have a fucking problem. And maybe that's what they see in Benavidez that made them turn down all that money. Like, nah, fuck all that.
Know what
But
else? Body shots. Body,
mhm.
and then
But now
you get tired. And
now
Bivol was cautious when Canelo on the ropes. Benavidez gonna release the hounds on your ass. You get on them ropes. It ain't gonna be no. It ain't gonna be no sitting there maneuvering and trying to look for an opening. Nah, he gonna start beating on you. You get on the ropes with him, it's over. He gonna stop Canelo, and his hands so fast. We saw that when you throw combinations, he don't and fast combinations. He can't slip them like he do with the motherfuckers that he see coming from all them slow fighters that try to, whenever he get on the ropes. Nah, bro. When motherfucker got fast hands, it make a whole lot of difference with a motherfucker who just throw 1 or 2 shots if Canelo decide to get on the ropes and all of that. Motherfucker throw them fast punches. You can't move your goddamn head that fast, bro. You can't. And David Benavidez's volume is too high. He punches too hard. He's strong, and he'll beat the shit out of Canelo. And I think he would stop him because Canelo would get tired. And once he get tired, David gonna jump on you like a bad rash, buddy. You gonna need some fucking Desitin on your ass because he gonna beat the shit out you. I promise you, bro. That motherfucker there, bro. He even said it, Him and Bivol sparred plenty times. He said he got a good one too. He said, but besides that, I did my thing against him. But it is what it is, bro. He not invincible, and that's what people thought this dude was invincible, bro. I could see if he was a great boxer. Like, I'm talking about boxer, not a power puncher. He has good upper movement.
let me stop you, coach. I don't see, like, what I'm saying. I don't see that, it out there. I don't see, that it's far fetched that Benavidez beat him. But I don't see none of the dudes knocking him out, because you seen tonight, even though, yeah, he did get caught with some clean shots, you have to be able to hurt him to where he staggered or he dropped to say that he gonna be able to get knocked out. And ain't nobody did that. And Bivol, hold on, Bivol is a big. I mean, Bivol is a 175 pounder, and he couldn't hurt Canelo to where Canelo was staggered or dazed or none of that shit. Canelo was taking all them shots. You got to give him that. So we never seen him staggered or dazed or even close to going down. So I don't see Benavidez doing that, because one thing I know for sure is Benavidez don't even hit hard as Bivol. Now Benavidez, no, Benavidez throws more volume, right? He throws more volume. He throws more shots, but he don't hit as hard as Bivol, because I've seen Benavidez hit motherfuckers with 8, 9, 10 shots in a row, and they'll stand up behind that shit. Now,
Hold on, Keith. Ask you this: who has the way higher knockout percentage?
that's two different things, coach.
Oh,
The knockout percentage is because Benavidez, he overwhelms you with volume.
exactly. And it would happen to Canelo
He's
also.
not. I don't. Like I said, I'm not saying that he can't beat Canelo, but I'm saying I don't see no knockout. You just can't say, "Oh, Canelo gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get stopped."
I
Who
say
who showed you that for you to say that Canelo's gonna get stopped?
Canelo in the ring with somebody like that before. Never,
He's
never.
not gonna get stopped. He
I
like I said, I'm not saying that he won't
bet on
lose.
fight because y'all got Canelo, and I got Benavidez against everybody at
I
160.
just told you. I just told you, coach. I'm not saying who I got. I'm not saying that he gonna lose. I'm not saying that Benavidez is gonna
Oh,
lose. I'm not telling you that he gonna win. I'm telling you that the fight I don't see him knocking out Canelo. I don't see him
I did
stopping Canelo.
happen. They
Canelo hasn't showed me anything that makes me think that any of these dudes can stop him.
got
Now,
a
now, hold on.
but
Hold on. Hold on. Now, as far as Arthur Bitterbeef, now that's a different story because he got a whole different type of power,
absolutely
and we see why Canelo chose Bivol instead of Bitterbeef, because if Bitterbeef had Canelo on them ropes like that, it's gonna be and had Canelo backing up. It's a whole different story
the
because
problem.
he can't stay on the fucking ropes and take no shots versus Bitterbeef
The
because
problem.
he gonna fucking go to sleep.
This is the problem. This is the problem with. I'm gonna give you the problem. The problem with Bitter Beef is this: he's easier to hit.
Yeah, he is definitely.
He done been on the canvas multiple times, right? So this is what you have to understand. Canelo hands is way faster than Benavidez, and Canelo is strong. Bitter Beef, Bitter Beef. Now, if Bitter Beef catch him, yeah, he gonna hurt him. But the shots that Bitter Beef gonna throw, Canelo gonna see that shit a mile away, bro. You're not
You no, you definitely right. My thing was I wasn't saying what I was saying. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that if Bitter Beef had him backing up or have him against the ropes taking shots, he gonna stop him because he hit way harder than all of them dudes, right? That's what I'm saying.
right.
I'm not. That's all I was saying. If he get in that predicament, and some of those predicaments that we saw him in tonight against Bivol, Bitter B will stop him because he got a whole different type of power than Benavidez, than fucking Bivol, than any of them dudes. One thing that he do got is he got stupid, nasty power, and he's strong as a fucking ox.
Yes, he is.
You
He
know
is.
what I'm saying? So that's what he has in his favor. Now, as far as can Bitter be box like Bivol, no,
No, no.
he can't. He can't. But
I
they
think.
gonna rematch, coach. The thing is that Canelo Alvarez. So I don't know what the fuck going on with this Gennady Golovkin shit. I think this shit out the window now, right?
Go ahead.
Because Canelo is gonna say now we gonna see the problem with Canelo and DAZN. And I'm gonna tell everybody like this. Now it's gonna be a problem because see, DAZN, they steadfast on a Gennady Golovkin match, right? They didn't promise Gennady Golovkin that he gonna get that fucking rematch with Canelo. They didn't talk Canelo into rematching Gennady Golovkin when Canelo didn't even want to rematch him in the first place. They didn't talk him into it, right? Now, Canelo, they finna see that, hey, Canelo finna go back on his word. He fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Because Bivol, he ruined all that shit. Now Canelo, he ain't gonna want to fight Triple G. He gonna want to go back and rematch Bivol right off the rip. His
But the
pride
problem.
is hurt. I don't know. I didn't hear it, but everybody was saying that the crowd booed Canelo when he was walking out.
But that's not the only thing, Keith. Which I have no idea why Bivol did this shit at all. They put a rematch clause up in there. Up in.
You have to. You have to because Canelo is the A plus side. He is the A plus side, and they had to put a rematch because, huh?
Bivol belt. They fought for Bivol belt.
Yeah, but coach, slow down a minute, coach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but Canelo is the big money fight. So if Bivol, he looking at it like I'm the better fighter. He's moving up. Yeah, he is facing me for my belt. But in order to get this fight, because you got to think, Bivol wants this fight. Bivol ain't whatever money he making in this fight. He ain't never made a third of this type of money before. You
Somebody.
feel me? He ain't
Yes.
never made a third of this type of money. So in order to get this fight, he gonna have to do what Canelo say. That's why he said, "Yeah, we can rematch, but this time they got to show me my respect as a champion, right? We
Right.
can't have everything on your fucking terms." You feel me?
Right.
Now Bivol is in the fucking driver's seat. You know why? Because yeah, you could you got a motherfucking rematch, but now not only do I have something that you want, I got your fucking pride. You got to gain your pride back.
Yeah,
And
he.
that's more than this belt. You feel me? That's more than this belt. That's more than you got to gain your respect back from your fans. Like I said, Drew Titan and everybody said they were booing Canelo. I didn't know that.
Hey, bro. All I can say is overrated, like I've been saying.
Um, well, I'm not gonna sit there and say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I
I,
said, I'm gonna keep it 100 from my perspective all the way around. I'm not gonna say that he overrated, but I am gonna give Bivol the respect that I didn't give Bivol. I think that Bivol was underrated. I don't
I,
think that Canelo Alvarez was overrated. I think that Bivol was underrated because you can go from 168, you can go to 175. How many of them could do what Bivol did tonight? Now, I think that Canelo Alvarez, I think that I've been saying it. My motherfucking Zordo Ramirez put that work on him. And you know this for a fact, coach. Have I not been saying that Zordo getting his ass?
absolutely. I've been saying it too. That's
Yeah,
why
I've been saying that. But besides Zordo and now Bivol, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Arthur Bitterbeef, depending on who you ask, from 168 to 175, who else is gonna beat him? You feel me? So I can't say that he overrated, but I just wanna, give Bivol his flowers and say that Bivol was underrated. Cause I definitely underrated Bivol, and everybody else that was picking Canelo to beat Bivol with no problem, they underrated Bivol.
but the thing is this, Keon. This is where when I be clowning around saying motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing is because of the fact that I watch this dude fundamental. I watch his feet. His feet is very important because he never gets over his front knee. Ever. You never see him get over his front knee. And he never like he could have uppercut Canelo a bunch of times tonight. If he if I would have been in his corner, it would you gonna hit him with a few uppercuts. After you throw that jab and that right hand, come back with an uppercut. The reason I say that gets over his front foot. He trying to lure you, but the jab, once you blind him with the jab, that's when you come. You blind him with the jab, then you come with the uppercut. When you lean. So thing was this. This is why I say it would be different with David Benavidez. And I saw somebody said, David Benavidez, he flat footed. Yes, he's but you never see a fighter with flat footed like that, with that kind of hand speed and that kind of thump. Now I'm not saying that he's the hardest puncher, but the thing is this: he throws punches. You never seen a guy like that before who throws punches and he is flat, but he throws so fast and he throw hard shots and he pick his shots. So that was my reason for why I've been saying what I'm saying because I saw the flaws in Canelo. And the thing is, if you don't make him expend his tank, now these are bigger guys. That's the difference. Now a smaller guy, he can't let Canelo expend his tank because of the fact that he gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hurt him. But the bitch punch, it's no question. Canelo got some hard, sharp punches. No question about it. But the problem is that when you're dealing with guys who are bigger than you and they not going nowhere, then what's plan B? Damn, what happened? Yeah, I must have got off. Oh, you here. That's the problem. What's plan B?
Can't hear shit.
Yeah, you on
Damn.
you can't hear me? Huh, Key? Damn. I can hear you. Somebody said, where is anybody heard from Money Brown? Oh, he might have to go to the hospital. Him. Money might money money might have a nervous breakdown. Oh man. He asked me what happened. Anybody heard from Money, man? They gotta give money a value or something. Yeah, they gonna have to give money a value, man. What's happening?
Peace.
What's
I
going on?
can't hear nothing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear shit.
I can hear you, dog.
The fuck, man.
Is that Coach?
Yeah, that's Coach.
Peace. How you doing, big
I
bro?
can't hear shit.
What's happening, bro?
Oh, it's all good, man. I love y'all, man. I be kicking with y'all all the time, man. Check. Hey, man, you laughing? Hey, man, look, cherry pick gone wrong, Coach.
Hey, it wasn't a cherry pick to me because I liked that fight. The second fight was the one I didn't like. I didn't like them trying to hook up Triple G. I didn't like that shit at all.
I ain't
Now,
like that either. I ain't
you
like
know,
that either.
Okay, we good. I couldn't hear y'all for like the past 8 minutes. I don't know nothing you said.
Hey, peace, brother Keith, man. It's Master Khalid, man. How you
What
doing, man? Show.
what's good with you? What's good with you, man? I know I was able to add you on, but I couldn't hear y'all.
man, this shit was a great night of boxing. I
What?
that he got exposed. And I told him that he gonna get exposed, and that's why I following with the Bivol fight. I said that even before they made the fight, I was like, you see, he ain't Bivol. I was surprised.
Hey, coach,
I was surprised.
he I'm gonna keep it 100, coach. He definitely got exposed because and I could really truly say that he got exposed because a lot of flaws that people been saying, and I was arguing with people like, man, Canelo got a whole lot better. He don't have those problems no more. Bivol showed that tonight. The problems that he been having, Bivol showed, and then he exposed and he brought all of that shit out the closet that a lot of these other fighters, all of them, they weren't able to bring out. You know what I'm saying? They weren't able to bring out the closet on Canelo, but Bivol show did that shit tonight. So we got to give respect to Bivol.
Shout out,
What's happening with it, Brandon? What's good with it?
shout out
Hey,
to
man.
what a
Yeah.
game, what a game plan. Shout out to Gennady, whatever his name is. Shout out to him because he had a hell of a game plan for Canelo. Hell of a game plan.
Hey, man. I gotta be honest, man. I thought that I thought that Bivol was gonna come in there to lay down, man. I ain't gonna front. I really did, man. But I knew that Bivol had the skills to take it. I knew he had them skills. But I thought he came there to lay down, man. And like Coach said, man, it was a great night of boxing, man. And I also got to give Canelo some props too, because I really felt like this was a cherry pick that he knew he was gonna go in there and get the W, man. Coach, it was a great night of boxing, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's real talk. Um, let me read this super chat. My man Zenner 360 in the building, man, with that $10 super chat, man. I appreciate you. He says Canelo giving a lot of excuses at this press conference. I don't want to hear about size difference. He fought at 175 before. He thought he had a sure win and was at Valdez versus Stevenson last week and signed for Triple G. Man, that's real talk. I don't know what excuses he giving, but I'm definitely gonna have to, go back and, tighten up on that and see what he's saying. See what he's saying. And my man Gilbert Lopez says only Mexican in the household. He says whole go for he said I think he meant who will go to who was going for Bivol. I think he meant who was going for Bivol. He the only Mexican in
I,
the house that was going for Bivol. I think that's what he meant to say. And salute to Gilbert Lopez.
I said he was gonna be. So there you go.
Um, man, but yeah, man. It that shit was. I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think Bivol was going. What you got, Brandon? What's happening with it, Brandon House?
Man, I can't call it, man. I'm just, hey, it's. I mean, you gotta put yourself in realistic. It's just realistic, man. Like how coach, and this being on some realistic shit. Like motherfuckers, like I'm from. Hey, you just met me today, man. Like you know how I got the whole city in Detroit mad at back then. I had the whole city in Detroit mad at me when I was rooting for Charlo.
Hey, peace,
Like,
God.
nigga,
I'm
I
from
know,
Detroit, man, by way of Eaton.
yeah. Yeah, but I had the whole city rooting for me with Charlo shit, but nigga, and they against me. Like nigga, I already knew nigga, I love Tony to death, but nigga, it's levels to this shit.
You
It's
right though.
levels to this shit, bro. Like I
But
know what's up.
hey, but you still roll with Tony like I did, right? This
Hey, nigga, yeah, Tony my motherfucking dog. Nigga ain't nobody finna fuck with Tony but Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And he got Charlo together. You know what I'm saying? But it still went. It's still a real focused Tony to get Charlo together. But that wasn't the Charlo that wasn't the Tony we was looking for. That you know what I mean?
I'ma
And
say
and this
I'ma
Canelo shit. Hold on real quick. Hold on. This Canelo shit that we dealing with real quick. These niggas is big fans, of this Canelo shit. And I love big coach. Coach, I love you to death, man. Coach be doing everything. Coach tell niggas the truth.
I appreciate it.
Nigga, coach, that's my dog right there. Coach, and coach, I'm on your side. Like nigga, you nigga, Canelo, he went in there, he reaching for something that he about to end up like Lubin. He just happened to be a defensive tactic type nigga. He reaching a little too fast. You know what I'm saying? Lubin reached a little too fast as being, as actually reaching too fast. But nigga, you reaching too fast as that you got work to do. You got work to do, nigga. You got work to
Got
do.
it?
Nigga, you reaching too fast. You got work. You got Benavidez and all these niggas in front of you. You got Benavidez, Charlo, uh shit. I don't even know who else to name, but you got all these motherfuckers. You got
and
these
that's what
niggas to beat. You
But
got
that's
these
what
niggas to beat. You about to end up like Lubin reaching. You about
but
to end up like Lubin saying, fuck them niggas. I'm going over here. I'm about to do this shit. You about to end up like Lubin.
Well, you,
that's
hey, what you said?
how
This nigga finna end up like Louis.
the real
Hey,
coach.
thing.
Hey,
No,
coach,
no, no. I'm just saying. Not Lubin physically, but I'm just saying, nigga, you punking yourself. You know what I'm saying?
hey, coach. That's what I want to ask you, man. After seeing this, coach, um, I know you down with Benavidez. Me too. I fucked with Benavidez the long way, just like you, coach. What you think Benavidez to do with Canelo after seeing this?
He'll stop him. I
Yeah,
think
stop his ass. He will. He will. He will stop his ass.
it wouldn't be from a knockout. I'm not gonna say he would knock him out, but he would beat on him to where the referee would stop the fight.
Yeah,
I
Canelo don't want
can't,
no more. He don't want no
I
more
can't
of it.
say that. I can't.
Canelo damn didn't want no more of that smoke tonight.
I can't say that Benavidez will stop him because Canelo never showed me that he'll fold like that. Now tonight, you know what I'm
That
saying? He did.
hey hey
But
hey hey
tonight,
hey hey
hold on,
hey
hold on.
hey
Tonight,
hey and,
tonight,
and, and and
he
Lubin
showed.
showed us that same shit too, right?
And who?
I'm just saying Lubin showed us that same Canelo and Lubin got the same heart. They
I
got the
don't know
same
about all
heart.
that, bro. I
No,
mean,
I'm
I
just
can't
saying they got the
compare
same
Canelo
heart.
and Lubin. That's
Nah,
them two
I,
different stylistic fighters and
Yeah,
two different type
you're
of
right. I'm
fighters.
not comparing the two.
this is you gotta
Hey man,
talk.
y'all on money. Hey, yeah, hey, coach, they on money helmet, man.
Yeah,
Money
Man,
shit
what's up with my man Money Brown? He
down.
hurt right
Y'all
now.
on money helmet
Man,
on.
Money
Hey,
right now, man. I feel for my brother Money, man.
oh, y'all funny as hell, man. Y'all crazy as motherfucker. Money,
It's 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 just
Hey,
it's just levels. It's just
hey,
levels to this shit.
Monty. Remember, Monty told you he met me when we was at Spence fight. I met him at Spence fight on the floor and shit, man. I fucks with
I was
Monty.
right there. Yeah, I was right there.
I missed
Huh?
you. I think
Oh, okay. All
I
right. Yeah,
missed you. Yeah, I walked up on Monty, man. He had the blue beside and shit on, man.
yeah, he
yeah,
had
yeah,
the blue
yeah,
outfit on
Man,
at the
I
fight.
love Monty, man. Monty talking about 8 rounds to 4 Canelo. I'm like, Monty, come on, bro.
Boy, Money Brown was
yeah.
still talking about Canelo won 8-4. I said, I thought Canelo won. I typed in the chat. You thought Canelo won. I said you thought like lit. You thought you fought, but you shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, hey, you know,
Oh,
That
hey,
shit.
it
Shit,
come, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand it come with the territory because you know, coach. I mean, everybody know I talk more shit than them. You know what I'm saying? I talk shit with the best of them when it came to this fight. I ain't give Bivol a chance, but I'm not finna come on here and do all that capping and shit. You know?
And I gave
And,
Ball all the chance, Key. I knew Ball. I knew. Look, Key. I knew Ball had it. I knew he had what it took. But I honestly thought he was going in there to dive, man. I honestly thought that, bro. Because Canelo
hey,
ain't showed me nothing different. He ain't showed me
hey,
nothing different.
look, hey, and I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. I got my right hand dog. I call that nigga right now. Well, he don't do the social media shit, but he been on Fox, PBC. Uh, Isaiah Thomas, Dominique Dalton. Do you know? Not saying it in a bad way, but them niggas don't fuck with Earl. I'm like, what? They're like, no, I love Earl. They like, man, they done saw they done saw Earl get his ass beat several times. They like, yo, they like, bro, for real. They like, yo, you like this nigga Earl? Like, for real, this nigga over my house, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm over here. I say, yo, let me put on this nigga Earl. I got it on the big screen. Like, this nigga like, yo, watch this nigga Earl, bro. You like, nigga, you like, man, this nigga was in the amateurs with me, bro. Getting his ass beat, bro. You like, nigga, like, I'm like, what?
I
But
want to know how he was getting his ass beat when his record was outstanding, and
that,
not that he went to the Olympics. You know how hard it is to get to the Olympics just going through
it,
qualifying.
that's exactly what he was saying. He was saying how uh PBC be, and this
he
fucked me
says,
up back in the look. This fucked me up back in the day.
look,
This nigga fucked me up back in the day. This nigga was he was talking about he come from the Gamboa days. Nigga was whooping Gamboa and all them niggas. Nigga was like, yo, he remember this nigga told me a story. He remember they was all in the gym in Philly and shit, blah blah blah. You know, these niggas from Crump. I'm from Detroit. These niggas from Crump. They doing everything, blah blah blah. And this motherfuckers, they had a Rolls Royce outside and it was for Gamboa. And they was like, what? And they couldn't believe it was for Gamboa. They're like, nigga, we been beating everybody at. They're like, bro, this nigga, no, they picked and chose this nigga. Like, I was like, man, I was mad than a motherfucker. But Earl,
Bro,
my nigga, I'm rolling with Earl. Earl, my motherfucking dog. You know what I'm
But
saying?
right
hey,
here, man.
bro,
I just
Gamboa
left
is
Texas, man.
a
I just left that
two-time
fuck.
Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
yeah,
two-time
but
Olympic. That sounds like pure hate.
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
man,
yeah. He
uh,
know it. He know it.
hey, Brandon, let
I
me
told
get
him. I told him.
Brandon,
And I
let me
told,
get
hey,
through some of
coach,
these comments.
coach,
Let me get through
hey,
some of
coach.
these comments, my man. Let me get through some of these comments. My man, Gilberto Lopez says Canelo ate the wrong tacos. And I already know that shit was coming. That shit was coming. Let me see. Hey, Derek Fruiter. Hey, why everybody keep on telling me to send money to link, man? Money in the background right now, man. What's happening, money? But
Monty, I love you, bro. What's wrong with this one?
Yeah, money, my motherfucking dog. Money,
yeah,
my
that's my
motherfucking
nigga,
baby,
man. That's
man.
my
Brother,
brother right there. My
Hey,
brother in
yo,
the
fuck yeah.
background. He watching the show right now, but he ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, he over there. He took enough heat for tonight. He got to
hey,
prepare.
Monty, we love
My,
you,
hey,
man. What's
my,
wrong with this one?
money got to juice up for tomorrow, man. He got to, you know what I'm saying. He got to gas up for tomorrow.
Hey,
He
Keon.
got,
Hey, Keon. I don't want niggas get the shit twisted because I had the whole city. I got a nigga. I got text messages and every fucking thing that was super mad at me when I
hey,
knew
but
that I knew. Look, no, I knew. I knew Charlo was about to do this man in. Like,
I,
nigga,
I,
I don't
I,
give
I
a
I
fuck
don't.
how he win, nigga. I don't
I
give a
ain't.
fuck.
I ain't. Hold on. I'm not finna. I'm not finna. You know what I'm saying? Me, I ain't. We ain't finna do that. We ain't finna give Charlo a motherfucking ghost victory because Bivol beat him. Bivol and Charlo, two different fighters, two different
Oh yeah,
styles of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fighters.
No, no, no,
So
no, no.
I
I got
can't.
that. Yeah.
I'm not finna sit on here and tell you that Charlo was gonna go in there and beat Canelo because I still don't think that Charlo can beat Canelo
I
just
think Canelo
because.
beats Charlo. I think Canelo beats
Yeah,
Charlo.
yeah. I think Canelo beat Charlo. I don't think that Charlo beat Canelo just because Bivol did it. We can't give Charlo no
Yeah.
motherfucking
And my
victory.
shit is, my shit is, I had put a picture up.
Yeah, I feel you. I
Canelo,
know. I feel.
Canelo, look,
I know
look.
you were saying that. I know
No,
you were
no,
saying that,
it's
right?
not. That ain't got shit to do with it. Canelo could beat Benavidez, but the whole shit is that he don't want to look bad doing it. He ain't look bad. He didn't look bad beating. He didn't look bad beating this man tonight.
He can't beat
Hey,
no
I think Andre
fucking.
had to beat Canelo before.
No. Listen. This nigga didn't look bad beating these niggas tonight. If he fight a Charlo, if he fight a Benavidez, he gonna leave with a broken nose. He might win, but he gonna leave with a broken nose, a black eye. He gonna leave with something.
Who you
He
Well,
gonna leave with something.
well,
He
the
gonna
thing
leave with
is,
who you
well,
talking
well, the thing is that the game is to hit and not be hit. So I mean, whether he trying to look good or pretty,
but he gonna get hit. He
Who you
gonna
talking
get hit. He gonna win. It's the Lord shit. He gonna get hit. His shit gonna be folded at the end of the day.
Who is he
his
talking about?
size, right?
Man, that man
But
just lost.
but he did.
A unanimous decision in
Yeah,
a fight that
Canelo.
everybody thought he was going to
Yeah,
win.
Hold on. Hold on.
Unanimous
Hold on real quick.
decision.
Canelo did make him miss a whole lot of shots, but Bivol, he didn't let that fucking detour him from throwing his combinations. He did make him miss a lot, but he still was throwing different combinations, fast combinations at Canelo, so that helped Bivol out a lot. Now, Canelo, now when we talk about Charlo ain't the same type of fighter. You
No.
dig what I'm saying? He's not that same type of fighter. Charlo is not nothing. No, I mean him and Bivol is night and day. Ain't nothing similar to Bivol and Charlo but a
I'm glad
jab.
you put it that way, Ti.
That's
I'm glad you put it
it.
that way. I'm glad you put it that way. Cause when Charlo hit him with that shit, his nose gonna be leaking. When
Man,
Benavidez hit him with it,
Uh,
his ribs gonna be hurt.
but listen,
no,
this is what you gotta.
You robot.
Hold on.
You robot.
Hold on. Let me finish. Charlo is of all fights and two weight classes above Charlo. So we can't talk about that. You know, so let's not stop giving
No, it
Charlo
ain't about
a bit just because
you hit it right on the nose. I just told my wife tonight. I just told her. I said, guess what this nigga about to do? He about to scoot his ass back down to niggas who he think he can beat. And
well,
all
I think
that
it's no. See, no,
G5.
you said I'm making a T-Pain track.
Told
What the
y'all.
fuck is he talking about? Is my audio messed up?
Nah, you good now. We can hear you clear
Yeah,
now.
you was robot, Key. That's what I was going to tell you. You was robot.
Oh, I'm good now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were sounding like T-Pain.
I ain't know what y'all was talking about in the chat. Now, this right here, I hear what you saying, Brandon. You saying that now Canelo gonna move back to his original weight class, right? 168. I don't really think so. This motherfucker fucked up right now. You feel me? Now he really he got another L on his record. He got 2 L's on his record, right? Now he got less to lose because before he say,
You robot again. You robot again.
Hold on real quick.
Hey, this is what y'all got. You, regardless of the
Hey,
flaws,
coach, I love you to death, but I'm about to tell you, a nigga like Shakur Stevenson done put the blueprint out for them motherfucking Mexicans. He done put that shit out. That shit out there, bro.
Y'all crazy.
That shit out there, bro.
I'm gonna say
that
this.
shit out there. And Canelo. Hey, look. I'm not. Look, I'm not no hate. Look, for real, I could call my mother, nigga. I'm 41. My mother, my this is my 10th year anniversary with my wife. My wife 51. My wife 10 years older than me. And look, we've been together for 10 years, bro. My wife Cole, my wife Cherokee. That's what everybody call my wife Cherokee. Nigga, my wife Cole. Nigga, I deal with my wife
that have to
family
do?
and everybody she deal with, nigga, they come through this motherfucker. They know goddamn well this motherfucker Canelo cannot fuck with niggas that's regular real niggas. They can't fuck with real niggas. Like the nigga it's
So
that
now,
it's
Brandon, let me get this, man. Let me get this super chat in. Let me get
okay.
this super chat in.
Give a little
Gilbert,
bit. None of my family answer my calls.
yeah, hey, my man, hey, hey, my man Gilbert Lopez says Canelo think he could punk the 175 division. Now, what I was trying to say before my shit was sounding like a robot, like y'all said, what I was trying to say is that I heard my man Brandon say that he gonna, go back down, creep back down and wait. I don't really think he
Yeah,
gonna do that. Wait, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. I don't really think that he gonna do that now because now he got a second L on his record and his pride is fucked up, right? Now he
yeah.
fighting for pride. Now he gonna fight to try to prove that he can go to 175 and beat all them dudes. Because see now,
No,
but
no.
hold
I'm
on. Let me
okay. Okay,
finish.
go ahead. Go
Let
ahead.
me
Go ahead.
finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Right? Because see, before he had one loss on his record, and everybody lost to Mayweather. So he could use it was a lot of excuses that he could use. They was acting like he never lost to Mayweather because they were like, well, he was only 23, 24. It ain't the same Canelo, and then everybody lost to Mayweather, so that really ain't a loss because if you lose to May, so he had a lot of excuses. Now he got another L on his record, and his shit say two losses, right? Now he done lost twice. Now people gonna say, okay, now you ain't got better from Canelo. You just was skipping around opponents, and now you ain't got better from Mayweather. You was just skipping around opponents, right? Now Mayweather exposed you, and Bivol came and exposed you in the higher weight division, right? Now his pride is gonna come to play. All of that, basically because see, he was kind of moving like he still had that. Oh, you feel me?
Yeah,
Y'all know how these niggas
and
move.
you gotta understand. You gotta
Yeah,
understand at the same time,
yeah.
Keon, that
Hold on.
he not finna let that he about to dumb it back down. He about to dumb
No,
back
no,
down.
but what I'm gonna say,
He about to whoop everybody ass back
but
down.
well, hold on. What I'm gonna say is, see, everybody was acting like he had a old because people were like, oh well, the Mayweather lost it so long ago, this, and that. Now he got pride. Now he gonna have to prove. I know how prideful Canelo is. Now he's gonna have to prove. Okay, he gonna be out to prove. Okay, I can beat Bivol and I can beat all these other dudes that y'all said I could beat. But he gonna have to prove that now. He can't just go off of, oh, I'm the best, and I'm beating it now. Now he's gonna really have to prove that. Now the pressure is really gonna be on him. Y'all thought the pressure was on him before. Now the pressure really gonna be on him, and his pride is gonna get the. And I'm
Hey,
telling y'all, his
Keon,
pride is gonna get the best of him now. Now we might be able to see some of these
Ke-
fights. Now we gonna be able to see some of these fights that we couldn't see before.
you
You
right.
feel me?
You
Because
absolutely
his
right.
pride is gonna get
And
the
I'm glad
best of him now.
you absolutely right. I'm glad you said that. Cause ain't no way in the world that you showed up to my job and I ain't trying to fight you, but I'm trying to fight Draco. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that shit don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you might whoop my ass, but I can whoop Draco ass. Nigga, that shit don't, nigga, it don't work that way. It don't work that way, nigga. I gotta whoop everybody ass in my weight. I gotta whoop everybody ass in my nigga. That's a big boy. That was a big boy he fought tonight. A big boy. That was a big boy he fought tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with the. I'm not taking that away from him. But nigga, you got a nigga at 168 that can make that weight. He got three. He got three fucking weight. He done weighed in three times that he ain't make the weight that he's supposed to make that weight.
Not true. Not true.
You talking about David Benavidez,
He
right?
only lost weight. He only missed the weight one time. He
But
never,
what okay, if he missed the weight, what that's even good enough.
and that
He
was the
missed it.
beginning of coach.
Okay, look, coach, he missed it one time. Why this man can't fight this man? You ain't fight this man when he was at 154. You ain't fight another man who is at 154. This man, you know what I'm saying? But you call yourself going to fucking 168 and 160. Come on, man. This shit not it don't add up to me, bro. It don't add up to me, man. This nigga, I love Canelo to death. I could call my wife downstairs right now. My wife is because my wife go off of what I'm doing. Oh, if she go off the beginning, I was a big. If we want to go back to it, I was a big Adrian Broner fan, and Anthony Joshua fan. Then I winged her back into the boxing shit, and then I got her into the
Hey man,
to the Canelo. I got her into the Canelos. No, I'm just saying I got her into the Canelo. Do you
shout,
know I had my wife for real? Look, listen to this shit. I had my wife. I had the whole fucking family stop, nigga, picnic party. I had the whole fucking family stop to watch Canelo fight.
shout out to B.
Right? No, no. Look, guess what? Look. This me being a boxing fan though, coach. Listen, I had my whole family stop everything. Blah blah blah. Hey, nigga, I barbecue over here. We got everything live. I got a big 100-inch projector screen in the backyard, whatever. And I said, yo, my wife ain't into the shit, but she telling people blah blah blah. Oh, this nigga blah blah blah. It's Canelo's the man, and it was over Rocky Fielding. Rocky Field. I said, this motherfucking Canelo about to fight Rocky. I
Yeah,
said, what
yo,
the fuck is this shit? I saw
yo,
this shit, man. I said, oh
yo,
man,
Brandon,
come on, man.
Brandon, let me get through some of these comments, man. Let me get through some of these comments. My man White Tiger say Canelo lost because of a vegan diet, forgot to eat his steroids. My man, the truck driving gamer says this loss helped boxing. Uh, I mean, it made it more interesting, so you
Nah,
could
it
be
just
right.
took it.
Hold
Nah,
on,
Canelo.
Hey,
hold
let
on.
somebody else talk a little bit.
Come on, Brandon, you gotta let other people on the panel, my dude. It's other people on the
I'm sorry.
panel.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. My man DJ Black Charm Music says they won't pay that. They won't payday. He says payday Canelo steal these folks' shorts. Bivol keeping that jab pumping is not a narrative. Bivol footwork is not talked about. Well, I mean, Coach did tell us about his footwork, so we got to give coaches flowers because he did talk about Bivol's footwork. He was one of the only ones that really brought that shit out. Like, man, Bivol got that footwork. My man B&B Boxing News says cocaine for the first time. The
I
first
got
time,
David. Shout
huh?
out to Nick. Hey, being
Uh,
boxing. Shout out to
yeah,
Nick.
yeah. It's my man B&B Boxing News. Uh, he says he blame it on weight and fight Charlo or Triple G Grandpa. He says on Triple G Grandpa. He said, let me see. It says Rolly or Davis, who y'all got? Man, I got Tank Davis for sure. But like I said, man, ain't
Yeah, I
nothing
got
gonna
Tank
surprise
too.
me in boxing. Man, my man G5, what's happening with it, G5? Uh, let me see what else. My man Seattle Boxing Talk, he says Bivol fought a smart ass fight, but we need better be versus Bivol. Man,
Yeah.
Canelo, let's talk about this, okay? Canelo coach. Canelo and my other man, cause y'all ain't got to really talk. My man Canelo, he talking about he want to immediate. He talking about he want the rematch. So I'm assuming that the rematch is gonna be immediate. Like I said, there ain't gonna be no Triple G fight next. I don't know what the fuck gonna happen with that. He gonna have some problems with the zone because the zone really want him to fight that Triple G fight, and he ain't fighting Triple G now. I don't see that because he have a immediate rematch with Bivol. Depending on what happened in that fight, shit,
Hello?
shit his ass, and he ain't getting no payday. Triple G ain't gonna get that shit, and I'm glad. That's one thing I am glad about. But Bivol and Canelo, I see Bivol getting better. I see Bivol coming in the fight. He's already had this experience now. He's been, through the whole experience of the pay per view, the crowd. You can't treat Bivol like he just a fucking B-side fighter now because he beat you. So Bivol got the upper hand coming into a rematch, and I think Bivol gonna be better. So
Hey,
can
hey,
Canelo beat Bivol? Coach.
hey,
I don't think
hey, hey.
if
Uh,
he already
not
made
not not no, not to talk over everybody. None of that. uh Better Be trained with my dude here in Detroit. Nigga, hey, you call me tomorrow. Hey, you call me tomorrow,
Yeah,
Keon.
yeah,
You
yeah,
Keon, you call me tomorrow. My motherfucking dude Isaiah Thomas. Well, he locked up right now. But you call me, you call he from Crunk. He from the Crunk. He from Crunk. This
yeah,
nigga,
yeah,
this nigga hit me up. I got all the video footage. I got the video footage, bro, of him and Better Beef. And he like, yo, he like, dog, he like Better Beef send niggas home. He was like, nigga, in
yeah,
Smyrna. He was like, send them home in Smyrna. He was like, nigga,
yeah,
I'm one of the ones I don't go home from Smyrna, bro. Which I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
niggas from Detroit.
Yeah,
But
man. Yeah, we got you, man. We gotta let other people talk because we gotta go around the panel, Brandon. We gotta let other people get their shit.
Well,
just remember the name Isaiah Thomas.
Coach.
well, I'm gonna say this. I think that I don't know if Canelo gonna if he gonna run it back, and I'm gonna tell you why. He already making excuses from what I seen in the chat. I haven't seen it myself at the post-fight press conference. So he's saying, but
Yeah, Benavidez not
bro,
Brandon,
Benavidez
you
not
got Brandon, you gotta you gotta stop cutting people out. I'm gonna have to put you on mute. You gotta let
okay.
other people
My
talk.
fault, my fault.
Oh,
Keon,
oh, all right.
but coach, Benavidez knocked out Bivol and Smyron. You know that, right?
yeah, I know that they have good sparring, and I don't know exactly what happened. But I'm gonna say this. I say that I think that Canelo is already making excuses.
Yeah,
So why would he run it back? He might have to just take this L and
you a sucker.
move on. Cause I don't know if he gonna fight Bivol again. I think it's gonna be a worse beating this time. So
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah, man. I really, like I said, I agree with you. I don't see Canelo beating him, coach, because, like I said, for the simple fact is that I think that Bivol, he is the fighter that was less experienced. Right now, he has the experience. He has the experience of going through a whole fight weekend event on pay-per-view. And like I said, man, he walked into that arena with nothing but how many people was in that arena? 15, 16, 17,000, 20,000 Mexicans screaming for Canelo. That
The thing
shit is
is,
that shit nerve wracking in itself. You
but you
heard Caleb Plant say, hey, like he wasn't really prepared for, all of that shit that whole fight weekend, you know.
But, but
And
that's not the thing, Keith. You got to understand. See, this is why amateurs are so important. This is why when you on that level that Bivol is on, amateurs is very, very important because when you travel all around the world, you get to experience everybody against you. That's why it don't bother Shakur. That's why it never bothered Earl when he went over there and beat Kell Brook. Because they used to that. When you go in foreign territory to these foreign countries and you fighting against their fighters in a tournament or world tournament, bro, you getting
Mhm.
food, you getting all of this shit. So their mind starts getting trained to get used to that, to where that's not gonna bother them. They're not gonna get overwhelmed. Some people who don't have an extensive amateur career and fought in the Olympics and all of this type of shit, it bothers them when they step up under the big lights. But when you've been doing this shit and you traveling the world, not just in a certain country, you traveling the world and you dealing with fans booing you and all of this shit, and you get up in there and perform. And he been doing this shit since he was 5 years old. So his experience level is up there. It's just not pro experience.
Right, right. And I met Bivol way back in 2015. Nobody knew who he was. I met him in I was at the Mandalay Bay in Vegas. We was at it's called a Bayside Buffet. If
Mm-hmm.
anybody know who that was, and we sat next to each other in there. And you know, he had a fight that night. He was virtually unknown, but man, I knew it was good way back then. But like I said, man, his last couple fights, he didn't impress me. But tonight, he stepped up to the plate. And he showed that a lot of fighters, right? A lot of fighters, we see that they perform to the level of their competition. In Bivol, he's been doing that, and he stepped up to the plate, and he just, you know what I'm saying, he hit a home run tonight, and we got to give him props. Andrew Martinez says, I think Canelo needs to change his style next time. I don't think Canelo prepared for the right way. So he says Bivol was getting through Canelo's guard like nothing. He said like nothing, but hey, I tip my hat to Bivol either. He says he tipped his hat to Bivol. Yeah, man, he was getting through Canelo's guard. He didn't get through Canelo's guard easily, but he did land a lot more cleaner shots than a lot of these fighters that we've seen land on Canelo. And I think that he had Canelo um he made Canelo he made him frustrated, but you could see Canelo's confidence go out the window late in that fight. By like the 10th, 11th round, Canelo confidence started getting he started getting less and less confidence, right? And you seen him, he would sit on the ropes, man, and he would just he didn't want to throw no punches. You feel me?
Shot.
He ain't want to throw no punches. You dig? And he was getting less and less confident. And we haven't seen that look on Canelo's face because he's usually a lot stronger than everybody he get in the ring with, whether he's bigger than them or smaller than them. And he usually hit harder. But tonight was not the case. It wasn't the case. And I don't see him beating Bivol.
Nope.
I really don't.
But I told you before the fight, I don't think that Eddie Reynoso and them realized what they was getting themselves into. I think that they underestimated Bivol. That's what I think. I told them that they underestimated that dude's skill level, bro. That dude got fucking skills, and they underestimated. That's the Batman.
Yep, that's Batman.
What a bat!
Ain't nothing, man. That's what the fuck he get. He tried his hand. That's what the fuck he get.
Batman, what's up, my brother? Man, good. I'm glad I'm on the panel with you, Batman. I fuck with the whole Russell family, man. Love y'all.
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for the love,
Batman
man.
Batman finna throw a party next weekend and everything on Batman.
Hey, that's what the fuck he get for trying to duck all boxes and ran into a motherfucker he couldn't hurt.
And a motherfucker who could box.
And he could box. Hey, Coach, I should have listened to you, Coach, and put some money on that shit.
Huh?
I said I should have listened to you and put some money on that shit.
I did. I won a little bit with Vegas. I won a little bit.
Yeah, man.
I won a little bit. I told y'all, bro, that dude got fucking skills, bro. That dude fucking got intelligence. That dude can fucking fight, bro.
Hey,
Money said don't none of y'all know shit about boxing because Canelo won 8-4.
Well, what I tell
Coach,
wake up from that fucking dream and quit doing drugs. They're not good for you. Stop that.
hey, man, outboxed the shit out Canelo. And then Canelo couldn't hurt him.
Yep.
Motherfucking Canelo, stay at 168 because if Better Beef get a hold of you, he gonna stop your ass. Straight up.
Hey, Batman.
Yeah.
Bivol said at the post fight, Bivol was like, yeah, I felt this power, and after I felt this power,
he said I felt he was punching with all his might.
Yep. He said I felt this
and,
power, and after that, it was on.
Yeah, it was on. But
he see you could tell though, Batman, he was punching with all his motherfucking might. Canelo was
Yeah, I love Canelo. Look, I love Canelo to death. I love him to death. But that shit that wasn't gonna get the job done. That wasn't gonna get the job done.
He was punching with all of his might, but you know, But Bivol, you know one thing about the Russians, man, and I know y'all see this shit. If you look at Bitterbeef, right? You see Bitter Beef doing all them fucking exercises with forearms and shit. Them motherfucking forearms and they arms be
Hey,
fucking strong as
look,
hell.
hey, Keon, like I was telling you earlier, my dog, uh, Isaiah Thomas here from Detroit. And nigga, I didn't know who the fuck Better Beef was. That nigga said, man, he called me. That nigga said, yo, he said, I gotta go in the camp with Better Beef, bro. He said, you know what Better Beef is, right? Cause I've been feeding him this Earl Spence and all this Crawford shit. That nigga, I said, no, I don't know who the fuck Better Beef is. I said, who the fuck Better Beef? Who the fuck is Better Beef? He said, bro. He said, watch this, bro. He said, watch that nigga. And I watched that fight that Better Beef did with Top Rank, that one when Better Beef nose was bloody as fuck. And he ended up folding that nigga.
Man, Jim Miller is he say Bivol is one of the smallest guys at 175. He's just a fight extra records. I ain't gonna say Bivol, bro.
Breaking.
Somebody gotta put their mic on.
You breaking up.
Yeah, everybody fucking thing breaking up right now. But one thing I can say is I love to listen to Coach, man. I love to listen to Coach. Coach, you be preaching, man. You get your shit, you get your point across, motherfucking big Coach. I listen to Keon to get, because I don't know how to get to Coach. But I love Keon to death. Not saying it that way. But I want to listen to Coach. I like to listen to Keon too. But it's like, yo, you know what I mean? I got to listen to Keon to get the Coach, man. And it's not saying it that way. I'm just saying the subject of the matter that I'm trying to hear. You know, the subject of the matter that I'm trying to hear. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? Coach, get that Coach, big Coach don't, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it, bro.
Big Coach. I was talking to Big Coach. I was talking to Botsfield. You know Botsfield?
You
don't know Botsfield? B-O-T Fields. Botfield. He trains with he in Texas. He trains with Earl and everybody.
Nah, I don't.
There's Earl right hand man. You know Botsfield?
Nah, I'm in New Orleans, bro.
All right, this is the Brandon House Show. Welcome to the Brandon House Show.
Oh no.
Hey, go ahead, Brandon.
Nah.
Brandon just took over the whole show. Welcome to the Brandon House Show.
I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna tell you this at the Brandon House Show. I showed my motherfucking wife tonight. I said, yo, for real. I showed my wife. My wife say, oh, why you over here watching these niggas? Blah blah blah. This and that. Regular real life shit.
Brandon.
Welcome to the Brandon House Show. Brandon, let us know when you gonna come back on and do the show again, man.
Man, dog, you done got me. No, it ain't shit like that, bro.
No, I'm saying let us know when you gonna come on and do the show again, and let us know what time you come on every day.
I ain't got none of that. I got all my history. I got all my history from y'all.
No, I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna let you go. Man, Brandon took over the whole show. Hey,
everybody. I wasn't trying to do
Brandon
that.
Took over the whole show.
I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to do that. I'm trying to find a platform where a motherfucker who would appreciate for me doing that.
Like, man, hey, go ahead. This the platform, man. This your show now.
No, it ain't even about being my show, nigga. It's just about nigga regular. It's just regular real shit. Like nigga, you fuck with me, I fuck with you.
Yeah, man.
You fuck with me, I fuck with you. I hope you don't want no smoke.
Man, what are you talking about right now, man? What the fuck is you talking about right now, bro?
I ain't talking about shit, bro. I ain't talking about nothing.
I mean, you.
I hope we ain't talking about nothing.
Hey man, let me read some of these comments, man.
Read them.
Hey man, chill out, bro. For real. We ain't. You know what I'm saying. You need to chill out right now, for real.
Man, nigga, chill out, nigga. You my
Hey,
motherfucking
I
big
know.
bro,
I'm just
nigga.
saying, bro.
You no, listen.
We
You
all
my
out here
motherfucking
just chill right now.
listen.
Yeah,
You my motherfucking big bro. I never
yeah.
cross you, bro. You
Nah,
my
man,
motherfucking big bro.
we ain't talking about all that, man. We just playing, man. We on here. We all talking boxing. Just we good, man. We all family, man. Hey, man. Uh, who else ain't went, man? Who else ain't went?
Khalid, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying the show, man. I'm just kicking back, man. I want to hear y'all. I really want to hear you and Coach go in, man.
Man, no, I mean, I said what I had to say. I'm just like, I mean,
That
y'all think that Canelo gonna take this fight immediately, right after?
Man, at the end of the day, Bivol said he want undisputed. Fuck Canelo and the rematch.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with Batman on that, man. Fuck Canelo, man. He got outclassed. He got his ass whooped tonight, and
Got his ass handed to him.
he got what he deserved, man. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, he got
Hey,
what he
but you
deserved.
go back and look at the press conference. He said he want to be undisputed. He said fuck Canelo in the rematch. He want to be undisputed. He want to be known as the best light heavyweight.
that's good. Cause I think he'll beat Bitter B.
Well,
Hey,
see,
Bust. Hey,
that's
Bust
what I
this
was trying to.
though. Canelo just got outclassed by motherfuckers with 19 fights, and he got 57, 58.
That bitch got about 500 motherfuckers.
Hey, man, y'all crazy as hell, man. I mean, Brandon, man, that's my brother, man. He was just had, Brandon sipping. He's sipping on what he's sipping on. My man BL said Brandon on that Hennessy and ready to go 12 rounds. Man, y'all crazy as hell. My man Gilbert Lopez says Crawford. Crawford, man, y'all. Hey, I appreciate the super chat, y'all. Y'all crazy as hell, man. Hey, man.
But guess what? I'm ready to go 12 rounds for my nigga Keon. Nigga ain't no
Man.
nigga. I'm going. Nigga ain't no love. Nigga, trust me, ain't nothing. Nigga, I never disrespect you, Keon.
Nah, man, that ain't even. We ain't
Nigga,
even there.
nigga,
We ain't even.
I never do.
We ain't on
I
that
never
type of time.
disrespect you, bro.
Nah, man,
I never
we ain't.
disrespect. Like no bullshit. Like for real,
Nah.
100.
You already know we ain't on
Detroit
that type
stand
of
up.
time. We all
Detroit stand up.
Yeah.
Detroit stand up, man. I'm with my brother Brandon.
already,
Detroit
man.
stand up.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm a
six,
hun- I'm a hundred nigga. I'm a hundred nigga.
That
Nigga Keon call me and tell me he in some trouble, nigga. We in some trouble, nigga. I guarantee you
Already,
niggas getting folded. I
hey,
guarantee
and
you that, nigga. Ain't no
and
bullshit.
that's how we doing it. That's how we doing it. Real motherfucking solid niggas.
already.
hey, bet.
Yeah, that's my motherfucking dog. Nigga Keon schooled me on boxing. Like nigga, you school
Nah,
nigga from
we
no,
all
I'm
know
just saying,
boxing.
nigga, I'm wrong. I'm wrong on 50% of what Keon say because he gonna correct me on it.
Hey,
Nah, man, I'm saying we all wrong sometimes, we all right sometimes. Man,
Yeah,
back.
but if a nigga wrong and if a nigga right, we not finna be mad at each other about it and
Hell,
have to put hands on nigga.
hey,
Get the fuck
Brandon.
out of here.
Hey, Brandon. Hey, brother.
I'm gonna
I
let you
want to
get
Yeah,
ask
this shit
that a
off
question.
back. I know back, man. You probably you went out to the motherfucking park and slam dunk tonight, didn't you, back?
nigga, Keon my motherfucking dog, bro. Yeah,
You say what?
Hey, Bat, nah, I said, I know Bat was so motherfucking excited tonight. This nigga did dunk for the first time in his life.
Hey,
Bat
bet.
went and did a
That
360
nigga.
windmill.
I'm
Hey,
Bet.
just
Batman,
saying.
who?
What else
Hey,
I got
Batman,
to
who
get on
did
this?
you pick, Batman?
A
Huh?
bet.
Who did you
BFB.
pick,
You
Bat?
got to.
I can't. I picked.
I said, who did you pick,
I
Bat?
ain't picked. I say I ain't
Nigga
really
bad.
picked nobody. I just said I really ain't want to see the fight. But I would have gave Canelo his props if he would have beat Bivol. But at the end of the day, I see why he ducked Demetrius Andre.
Me too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he put principles behind it.
When it
Alone,
comes,
all them niggas victories because Bivol did it. That's how we
hey,
gonna roll.
Hey,
on the
back,
real between
back.
Yeah,
Charlo
coach.
and
I got
Andre, man, I think Andre get it before Charlo.
I gotta get that BFTB hat now. I told that motherfucker. He said, man, he gonna take a dive. He gonna fold this. I said, man, them motherfuckers. Let me tell you something, boy. That boy come from that gang lineage, boy. That motherfucker is not folding like that, son. He not.
Yeah,
Hey man, y'all
that's my
niggas
whole
is
shit. Some
I thought the
niggas
same
ain't built. Some
Hey, Coach, I
niggas
thought
ain't
the
built.
same thing. I thought
Hey, y'all niggas is wild in these comments, man. These niggas in this comments got y'all niggas wild as hell. Y'all niggas some wild boys, man.
Niggas ain't built real. You know what I mean?
Man, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker, bruh. Fuck wrong with y'all. Hey, man. I'm trying to I
Oh,
can't even check. I'm trying to have a sophisticated show. And y'all in the comments tripping.
boy, y'all got my
hey,
motherfucking
not
ass
tonight, Key. This a
like a
different
mother.
night, Key. Not tonight, Key. This a different night, bro.
Oh shit.
6 Smooth Crew boxing, drinking Bag Dog 2020 and Pepsi.
Hey man, my man Gilbert Lopez says the Russians come from the wrestling. He said Russians come from wrestling bears. For
Yeah,
real. Hey, that's some real shit. Hey, Leon Robinson up in this bitch. What's happening with it, Leon? Leon says motherfucker won 9 rounds and still almost got jerked. They had what was it like 115, 113 on all cards. But like I said, we go. I mean, Money said it was 8-4 for Canelo, and he said anybody that say it ain't 8-4, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that say Canelo didn't win that fight, they don't
boy,
know shit about boxing.
And
Yeah,
money over there in his
Canelo got his ass beat that night.
hey, money over there in his feelings over there, man.
man, money about boy, y'all gonna make money have a motherfucking annual. Boy. Better
Hey, man,
And and and
Canelo could have got
and
shot
and
again.
and, 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 and
Canelo
the
could have got
first
shot
thing
again.
and the first thing
Said,
and the first thing you're gonna say is this nigga
wow.
he moved up in weight trying to be great. Nigga, Charlo ain't move up in weight trying to be great. Charlo said, nigga, I'm here. I'm at 160.
man, Canelo could have
Hey,
got shot again. Canelo could have got
oh
shot again
shit.
tonight. Everybody would have said that nigga blocked it.
Hey, but hey, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know one thing. If you come at BFTV, just be prepared. You got to be on point because BFTV he gonna flip that shit, toss it, and turn it, and
He
fucking take you
tried it.
around the corner and
He done
drive you
tried
back.
that shit with me before. He
He
done
gonna
tried
flip it, spin it,
and
smack it up.
tripping me out. His chat is like fucking
But salute to my brother
Hey,
BFTV, man.
his
That's
hey,
a
my
real
nigga,
chat
one. Though.
look, my nigga BFTP, he said it just like I said it. Bivol got all the skills to do it, but he taking a dive, and I was with BF on that.
I ain't with no none of that taking the dive shit. You know what I'm saying? Bivol ain't never showed that he was the type of fighter that was just gonna come in there for some motherfucking money. Like to me, his whole temperament throughout this thing, even though I didn't believe he had a chance, he his whole temperament, I didn't look at Bivol and get like, oh man, he just trying to get a payday. He taking a dive. He
bro.
just didn't have that type of I didn't get that out of him. I never did. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna come in there and try to win, but I didn't think he was gonna win.
Why?
Why?
Yep.
Because I didn't see because in Bivol's last like 3-4 fights, you know, he didn't perform well to me. You know why?
He
Shit. He just
not,
didn't
he, didn't-
perform well.
he won. He just won.
He won, but he didn't perform well and he didn't do nothing that stood out to me. Like, right? He didn't do nothing that
He,
impressed me to where I was like, okay, man, he levels above Kovalev to where he just gonna beat the shit out of Canelo. Even though that Kovalev and Canelo fight was some bullshit, because I think that Kovalev was in there pulling his punches. That's a whole different story. But he just never impressed me like that. You
yeah,
feel me?
And remember when I told you it's because of the size difference. He went with men who was taller than him. So he had to be careful because of that reason. But things he do subtle, especially like this. You'll see a guy flick a jab at him, right? He'll go under the jab and throw his own jab up. He against taller fighters. You gotta fight each fight a different way than you fight a shorter fighter, a taller fighter. You gotta make adjustments, and that's the thing that I was saying about Bivol.
But he didn't. Canelo didn't make no adjustments.
You
feel me? That's what I saw. That's what I saw in this fight, y'all. That Canelo, I thought that Canelo, you know what I'm saying, after about like 6 rounds, okay, I was telling my partner, I said, okay, who gonna make the adjustments? Who gonna make the adjustments? And Canelo didn't make the adjustments. He was doing the same shit. He would turn up for the first 30 seconds of the round, then he'll fall back. You feel me?
But I told y'all, if y'all go back and listen,
He was fighting in spurts.
Canelo, I told y'all, Canelo never got better. He do the same shit.
Yep.
He just ain't fighting. The type of fighter that's going to exploit that shit.
Yep. Exactly. I've been saying the shit back. Me and you been saying the shit back. We've been telling these niggas because you know boxing. It used to be at the gym all the time. And there it is. I told him.
Hey, what did Floyd say? Floyd say that motherfucker easy. Floyd said it. That motherfucker easy.
Hey, I tried.
Yeah, Floyd said that. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I mean, you know, I knew what Floyd was talking about. He was easy for Floyd. He wasn't too easy for. Now.
Hey, Keith, he easy for a boxer. At the end of the day,
Floyd beat him easy. Bivol didn't have no easy time with him. Now, although Bivol beat, hold on. Although Bivol beat him, Bivol didn't have no easy fight tonight. Bivol didn't beat him easily. He had a tough time, but you know, in certain parts of the fight, it was easy, but not the whole fight overall.
See, Bivol ain't got no head movement. That's the only reason Canelo is looking competitive because sometimes he'll stand there and block with his elbows and his gloves. But like when he fought, I thought Lara beat him, man.
But we know why he was using it like that. We know why, because first of all, he found out Canelo couldn't hurt him. That's number 2. He was using it to block them body shots whenever, and then he wouldn't stay on the ropes, but a split second he'll let Canelo throw. Either he'll counter him and then he'll turn and then get out of there and get back to the middle of the ring. And Canelo, you know how Canelo like to take a break, drop his gloves, walk around. Well, Bivol will jump on his ass when he do that shit. You know, he wasn't giving him time to breathe because he knew he was getting tired. You know.
Let me say this, right? Because I see people saying 10-2. Some of my man Jim Miller said he gave Canelo 1 round. I'm not gonna say all of that, but I can say this, right? And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I only saw maybe 2 rounds because a lot of them rounds was close. I only saw maybe 2 rounds that you could really that I was like, okay, Canelo won that round clearly, right? And I'm talking about clearly to where you like, well, it could have been, it was only like 2 rounds I seen in that whole fight to where I could say, okay, Canelo won that round clearly. It wasn't a question. And that was the problem. He wasn't winning none of them rounds clearly, even though he might have edged some of them rounds out, but he wasn't really winning none of the rounds clearly. So, you know, 10-2 sound crazy. Jim Miller said he gave Canelo 1 round. That shit sound crazy, but it ain't far-fetched because he wasn't. It just depends how you score in the fight because he wasn't really winning none of the rounds clearly.
That 115, 113, that's some bullshit.
I mean, I did, like I said, watching the fight, I did have Bivol winning, but I had to go back and sit down and really score the fight to see what score I come up with.
when you go back and score, he wasn't getting through his guard for real, so he wasn't touching him.
Nope.
No, he really wasn't. He really wasn't. He was hitting him on the arms, and I think that Canelo thought that he was gonna be able to do the same thing that he do to all the other fighters. When he hit him in that same spot over and over, he's gonna bring their hands down. But that shit didn't really help on Bivol.
But now let's
See
go.
what Bivol said. Bivol showed his arm. He said, "Yeah, he hurt me in my arm." He said he hurt me in my arm. That was
Yeah, he showed it at the press conference.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah, but see, Bivol have a poker face, and Bivol didn't show that in the fight. He said it afterwards, but he
breaking up.
said,
Hey,
yeah, he hurt my arm, but hey, he didn't hurt my face.
hey,
Basically, he couldn't get to my face.
back. You
yeah,
wasn't expecting either. Usually a right-handed fighter come off the ropes and counter with that right hand. He started hooking. You saw he hooked Canelo a few times off the ropes with that left hook. I said, oh, yeah, he done figured him out. Soon as he did that shit, I said, that's it. He figured him out. Soon as he did that shit.
And Canelo showed, man, and Canelo showed that another thing that Canelo showed besides the lack of footwork, but he showed besides the lack of jab because he wasn't using no jab, right? He showed that he cannot output a high value. He couldn't. He couldn't keep up with Bivol's volume. He couldn't. He's usually, used to picking his punches, fighting in spurts, and that shit didn't work, man. He can't fight at a high pace. He can't. And that's the thing I think Coach was saying about Benavidez, that Benavidez pace was gonna be too high for Canelo because Canelo, he showed he can't fight at no high pace.
It's been like that.
no, he need rest. He need rest in between attacks.
motherfucking easy.
Gilbert Lopez said, "Do I think Teofimo could make a comeback?" Yeah, I mean,
You got to get rid of his daddy.
Don't go over there with Canelo
basically
enough.
to gauge how good he really is. He moving up to 140. They're gonna have to match make him, carefully. What man, Montana Love, bro. I
Look, shit.
I was watching that fight, but I was watching the UFC at the same time. He looked like he was having a lot of problems.
If they put him in there or with Gary Antoine, he gonna get stopped.
I know that. I knew that before this fight. But I'm saying tonight, was he having a like? Because when I was watching the fight, he did look like his footwork looked real good. His pivots, he was turning dude, but he looked like he having a lot of problems. And one thing I had said before is that Montana Love, he had problems with pressure fighters. I said that Baranchek was giving him problems, but he was able to catch Baranchek because Baranchek was slow. You know what I'm saying? And he had been knocked out before Cole. This dude gave Montana Love problems tonight, from what I saw. What y'all see?
No, you said
I ain't even see the fight. I told
he
you.
had a lot of problems tonight. Montana Love had a lot of problems.
Yeah, I ain't even see
And like I said, did it look like that he gonna have problems with a pressure fighter? He had problems with pressure fighters.
But like they said, that was supposed to be some type of eliminator or some shit to where he got to fight Regis. Regis gonna beat the shit out of him.
Oh, Regis gonna beat the dog. Regis, I told y'all, like I told y'all the other day when I did the live, Regis will beat the Beijing out that nigga head. Regis will make that nigga bleed Beijing straight up and down.
But I heard Regis probably about to fight Zepeda for the WBC belt.
That's gonna be a good fight
He gonna
because Zepeda can box.
he
He
gonna
can box. He can box. You know what I'm saying? Regis. I'm gonna give it to Regis, but that ain't no easy fight for Regis.
Yeah, because they try and move Jose Ramirez to the WBO.
Picasso salute. Yeah, man. Gary Russell beats all of them dudes, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me, coach, before you, Gary Russell's. I think right now, I think is between. At the top two is Gary Antoine Russell and Regis at 140.
yeah,
That's my top two.
give your boy props too. You
Huh?
got
I don't see nobody
and
beat. I don't
Matias.
see nobody beating
Hey,
Gary Antoine at
give
440.
Jack
I don't
his
see no.
props. You gotta
Yeah, I
give
don't
Jack.
see nobody
He
beating
hit
Gary
hard.
Antoine at 140
You gotta give Jack Catterall his props, bro.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't think Jack Catterall can beat none of them dudes though. But I just named.
Nah, I'm not. I ain't saying he can beat them guys, but you gotta give him his props because that motherfucker
Man,
did his thing.
Gary
J.A.
Antoine
Dixon.
at 140.
He
I
can't.
bet you.
Hey,
Ain't no way he can.
J.A. Dixon.
Yeah, he can't
J-
fuck with Gary Antoine or Reed. Nah.
nah, definitely not. Man, J.A. Dixon. The whole time I'm watching Montana Love, you got a lot of feedback, Batman.
And that's me.
That's
Yeah,
you.
that's me.
That's not bad.
I'm about to come in, come back out.
He.
Now, yeah, no, that was Batman.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah. The whole so J8 man, it's funny you said that shit because the whole time I was watching Montana Love, I said this nigga AB. The nigga was AB, bro. He tried to act just like I ain't gonna say he tried to act like AB, but he remind me a lot of AB. He fights just like you gotta put your mic on mute, Batman. That's what it was. It
Yeah,
ain't
you
like
right.
you
Yeah,
don't.
you right. You right. He
He fights just like he fight like AB did, right? He fight just like AB. He fight in spurts like AB. His persona, they from Ohio, you know what I'm saying? But his persona like AB. But to see the thing with Montana Love is that he can't talk like AB. No matter how much people try to compare him to a young AB, he can't talk like AB. Now he fight just like him. To me, I don't think that he as good as AB was when AB was on his A+ game. You know what I'm saying? But he very close to AB, but he just can't talk like AB.
Hey, Jay Miller. I see you say you. I know of everyone. Hey, bro, that's a good pick. But like I said, it's gonna be a him and Regis. That's gonna be a.
Hey yo, I'm gonna get in the back chat. It was
Yeah,
great talking.
I'm finna wrap it up. My man Gilbert Lopez says, "Who should Tio fight next?" Man, I gotta really think about that. I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow and cook, but I'm finna wrap it up. Like I said, man, it's 3:30. I'm finna lay my ass down. But
What?
man, I appreciate all y'all for coming. My brother Brandon House, my man um I appreciate everybody that was up here, shit, everybody that came through the chat, everybody that dropped the super chat. We gonna come back and cook because we got a whole lot more to talk about, man.
We got what we wanted back.
Yeah, coach. That ducking ass nigga got. Hey, Slim.
Huh?
I know Boo Boo, man. Boo Boo, motherfucker. What's his name? David been to beat ass and Charlo happy as shit for real.
Oh, great.
Hey, y'all
Great.
crazy as hell, bro. Hey, motherfucker, Bivol just fucked up their future bag.
Nah, he ain't fuck up their future bag. But what
He gonna have to fight
what
him now.
Bivol did, he gotta go down there and see them guys because he gotta build himself back up to what he was.
Yeah.
So he gotta take the risk now.
Yeah, same thing you were saying. You were saying that earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I was saying that shit, and I really believe that, man. But coach, man, bad man, y'all, give me y'all words
My
real quick. We're
brother,
gonna get up out of here.
my brothers, love y'all, bro. In the words of Roger Mayweather, you know what I'm gonna say. Y'all don't know shit about boxing. I told you motherfuckers was gonna whoop that ass.
Hey, yeah, we go try to get my brother Money Brown on. I don't know if he
Yeah.
gonna
Hey man, he might be in
I don't know if he gonna come fuck with me. We gonna try to get him on, man.
his man that got his ass whipped. No,
Hey, y'all crazy as hell, man. Hey, Batman, man.
dead though, bro. That's my baby.
Batman, we gonna have to come back on here, Batman. We got a whole bunch more to cook on.
Yeah, man, love y'all, man. But motherfucker, man, at the end of the day, man, money is mad as shit. I wish he come on this. I'm gonna torture his ass.
Hey, man, this shit gonna be entertaining, man. And
And,
money gonna stand on all fours. He ain't gonna backpedal at all. He gonna
and,
stick to what he's saying. It
And
ain't
you know what
nobody
I'm
gonna
gonna
be able
tell
to
him?
tell him he was.
You know what I'm gonna tell him? I'm gonna tell him Gary Russell looked better with one arm than Canelo looked against the Bivol with two. Fuck is y'all talking about, man?
Oh man, I'm about to watch this press conference before I go to sleep.
Man, I'm finna man, I'm finna lay it down, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again.
Y'all brother.
And we go. Hey, much love to y'all, man. We gone.
All right, y'all.
All right, bet.